Queen Creek has become one of the hottest suburbs in all of Arizona. I'm going to tell you 10 things you must know about Queen Creek, so stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm Alejandra Paladino, your local Arizona real estate agent. And if this is your first time to this channel, you definitely want to subscribe. I share tons of great information about moving to Arizona and living in Arizona. And so when you subscribe, click that bell. That way you get notified every time I do a new video. My team and I are getting so many phone calls from you guys. You're calling us, you're texting us, you're emailing us saying, hey, I'm thinking about moving out here. Can you help? And we love it. We love helping all of you. So make sure you reach out. We look forward to hearing from you. Gosh, my family and I love living in Queen Creek, but I really wish I knew some of these items before we made the move. So stay tuned. I've got 10 items you must know about Queen Creek, and you won't believe the last one. Number 1 on the list is location. Queen Creek is located in Maricopa County. When we're looking at the map, we can see that Phoenix Metropolitan is actually divided into 2 areas that people like to call East Valley, West Valley. So let me explain what that means, and then you're gonna feel like one of the locals here. Everything to the south and to the east of Phoenix is considered East Valley, such as Queen Creek, and then everything to the west of Phoenix is considered West Valley. Pretty simple, huh? Queen Creek is located in the East Valley. And it's funny because many years ago, people used to think Queen Creek was out in the boonies. But looking at the map, we can see that it's only about 39 minutes to downtown Phoenix, not that far, and about 32 minutes to the Phoenix airport. So again, really not that far. Not like when I lived in California. When I was over there, my gosh, I swear it took like 45 minutes to get to the grocery store that was down the street. Like, why does it take so long? It's all the traffic. It drove me crazy. So we don't have that here. Number 2 on the list is that Queen Creek is in a rural area that has literally exploded with growth and people moving out here much quicker than anticipated. So yes, a lot of homes have been built out here, but we don't have enough restaurants. It can be a little frustrating if you want to go out to eat or anything like that. But the good thing is we do have some really special restaurants, some unique restaurants, kind of like the Queen Creek Olive Mill. That one is one of my favorites. It is actually a working olive mill that you can go, you can tour. I love going there for brunch. I've taken clients there to go grab lunch while we're looking at homes, or I go with my family on the weekends because on Sunday they actually have live music, so it's really great. And there's a little store inside so you can buy all this fresh, delicious olive oil and other really great delicious things. They have a really good coffee bar. There's even a little tour you can take of the whole olive mill, see the beautiful trees. But what I love best of all is just coming and sharing a meal with people, be it my family or, like I said, sometimes I bring my clients, and it is wonderful. You have to come check it out. And at nighttime it looks so beautiful. It's got all these lights, so you can imagine the lights and the olive trees. It is gorgeous. You must check it out. 3rd on the list is that there's no large shopping mall like with Macy's and Dillard's and those kind of large boutique type things. We do have what's called the Queen Creek Marketplace. Now this is actually a great shopping center. It's got Target, there's even Walmart down the street. It's got other big retailers like that, so that's great. There they actually have a restaurant that my son loves going to. It's called Barrio Queen. It's Mexican food. It's really good, and we love going on like a Saturday night because they have live music, and it's pretty cute to see your 6-year-old jamming out to some music while we eat way too many tortilla chips because they're really good. And then what's great is there's also Harkins movie theater if we feel like going to a movie theater, or even down the street they just built Fat Cats. So Fat Cats is super fun because it's not only movies, you can go bowling, you can grab some drinks, some dinner. There's also like an arcade. It's just another option for family fun. I highly recommend. And again, this is just down the street, so where we live is about 5 minutes from the marketplace, and it's nice having that option, even though there's no big mall like I was saying. But just having all those shops and restaurants is a great choice. Number 4 on the list is that Queen Creek is really perfect for families. What I love is that there's all these parks nearby. They just built this incredible park called Mansell Park Oasis. It is amazing. There's a catch and release pond. There's a huge playground for the kids. When it's hot out, there's a splash pad. Oh my gosh, it's got like a pirate ship. It looks amazing. The kids love it, my son especially. There's a lot of sports fields, so if your kids play sports, oftentimes they'll be there depending on, you know, what program they're with. There's even a skate park, so all kinds of variety for everyone. I see people walking their dogs, I see kids playing. You can go pack a little picnic and make a day of it, so that's great. But the other thing I love is that most of the neighborhoods here, they have their own parks. There's their own little communities, so that is a really nice option. If you're like, hey, I can't drive and go to the big park, more than likely the neighborhood that you live in is gonna have a park. Like where my house is, we're like 3 houses away from the park, so it's really, really nice. And I find that a lot of the communities here, they're like that. They all have their own little parks. They're not gonna be as big and fancy as like the huge public ones, but it's nice to have that option. A great way for your kid to have fun and for free. Who doesn't like that? Number 5 on the list is unique family activities. Queen Creek has got some really unique activities. One of my favorite ones being Schnepp Farms. It's a local farm that started many, many years ago. First they planted cotton and produce, and they would ship it all around. But then as people would drive in the area, they would stop and say, hey, can we pick some corn? Can we pick some produce? So they thought, well, why don't we offer that option? It's called like You Pick. And they still have that to this day. You can go and you can pick whatever you want to buy and you pick it yourself, so it's kind of fun to get that experience. But not only that, what they started doing over the years, because they thought, well, how can we get people to stay longer at the farm? Like any good business, right? They want to keep us longer. Well, they started incorporating, like slowly adding rides, slowly doing concerts and things there, like Country Thunder, I believe, started there. So all these different little concerts and events, like I said, they started adding rides. So there's petting zoo, there's like a merry-go-round, a Ferris wheel, all these things are kind of there year-round. When it's too cold out, which we do have months that are too cold, then that's closed. But like in the fall, they have one of my favorite festivals. It's called the Chili Pumpkin Festival. It's amazing. You go there, you can pick your own pumpkin because there's a whole pumpkin patch. There's all these rides, like carnival rides. There's a petting zoo, and they always have a train that you can ride. So if you go at nighttime and you get tickets for the spooky train, it is so fun because it's during the month of October, so very Halloween oriented. Basically, you are on the train and people are coming up in their costume and they're scaring you while you're on the train. It's amazing. I mean, even my 6-year-old loves it, and we've been going about 3 years, so since 3 he's been loving it. So it's a lot of fun. But then during Christmas, Schnepp Farms becomes like a Christmas wonderland. It is so beautiful. It is so magical. You've got to go. If you only are going to go once a year, I recommend you go then, because that's when they go all out. Like there's Christmas lights everywhere. It's just beautiful. The train ride now is connected with what's called World of Illumination. So basically you're riding the train and there's like dancing lights that go to the music. Really, really neat. I highly recommend it. And again, these are just special events that they have at Schnepp Farms, which is open year round, except for obviously kind of dies down summertime when we have those really, really hot months. But again, this is just another unique family activity. You're not going to get that anywhere else. It's definitely something to check out in Queen Creek. Number 6 on the list is the access to all the incredible hiking. The Santan Regional Mountains are in the area. It's close by, 20 minutes from my house, and it is just gorgeous. It is a public park, so you will have to pay for parking. If you go during the week, make sure you have exact change. I think it's $7. Or on the weekend, there is an attendant there, but it is just gorgeous. It's desert and mountains and hiking trails everywhere. Like I forget how big it is, but it is humongous. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love it. But what's great is they really have trails for everyone, like all levels. I mean, I've seen people walking with their little kids, with their older kids, with their dogs, riding a horse, on their mountain bikes. Like, there's a lot of options there for really what you're feeling. So again, something we're very fortunate to take advantage of, because when you're out there, even if you go and your kid gets tired too quickly and you're like, great, now we have to leave, at least take that moment, pause and be like, wow, it is so beautiful here, and it makes the whole trip worth it. I highly recommend you check that out. Number 7 on the list is the incredible weather that we have here. Yes, Arizona is known for being hot, 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 but the thing is 7 months out of the year, we have this incredible weather. I mean, if anything, it can be a little too cold in the mornings and evenings for me, because I'm a wussy, but it is so nice out. People really take advantage of it here. Having a nice backyard is important, or just being near grass or green areas, I should say, which there are less of because it's the desert. But the kids are just outside playing. I mean, I love that. Families walking their dogs, riding bikes together. That's something that I really love. I grew up in Georgia. I grew up playing outside. I would come home, make sure my homework was done, and then I would be out all day. And you know what? Ever since we moved to this neighborhood, has tons of kids. We've been very fortunate. My son literally does the same thing. I make sure he's done his homework or that he's gonna do it later, and then he literally goes with his friends and they're out in the area. So it's amazing, and I love that because I feel like instead of being cooped up inside with electronics and things like that, he's outside playing, being a kid, having fun, making those memories and having those experiences. I think a big part of that is we don't have to worry, hey, there's a blizzard outside or and you're trapped indoors or anything like that. But the flip side is obviously the summer does get hot, but hey, most of us have pools here. If not, there's a lot of community pools, so it's honestly not a big deal. I guess I'm more of a summer person than a cold person. So for me, I love it. And I love being able to take advantage and do so many outdoor activities as a family. So it's something I love here. Number 8 on the list is Queen Creek has such a small town feel. Like, even though it's literally exploded with growth recently, people get to know you, you get to know your neighbors. I mean, you need to borrow butter or milk. I mean, literally go next door. I love the little downtown area of Queen Creek, that old heritage district. It's just preserved a lot of the history. And what's really neat is a lot of the neighborhoods here, for instance, Sossman Estates, I mean, these all used to be farms. Barney Farms, that used to be a farm, and then now they sell off the land. A lot of times they end up turning that land into a neighborhood and they name it after the farm. So it's nice. There's a lot of history still here, and even though we've grown a lot, it still has that small town feel where everyone's friendly. You go into places, they remember you, and I mean, I like that. I don't want to be lost in a busy big city where no one says hi, nobody talks to you or anything. So people are friendly here, and they're definitely going to get that warm, welcoming, small town feel. Number 9 on the list is Queen Creek has so many fun local events. Some of them are ongoing and some of them are special. So every Friday night, there's something called Queen Creek Festival. It's basically all these food trucks come out, tacos, ribs, Korean food. But then there's also delicious like sweets. We got some macarons last time we went, and some cupcakes, and then some really delicious Korean food. My son had like a chicken sandwich. So it's just a whole variety, and it's nice because you're supporting these local businesses, and it's a fun event. It's every Friday night. They've been doing it now for a few years, I believe. My son and my husband and I, we love going there. I mean, 1, it's fun. 2, you get all these options of food, but also, let's be honest, by the end of the week, nobody wants to cook, and we've probably run out of groceries by then. So it's perfect for us. We're like, yay, let's go. So we love going there, and even oftentimes they have live music. And there's also some vendors you can buy things from and help support them. Like, there's one lady, she sells a lot of learning games and tools that are for kids, and my son loves them, and they're like so affordable. I'm actually thinking, is she losing money? Like, I feel bad, like but it's great. It's a great experience. I definitely recommend, if you go to Queen Creek, you got to check that out Friday night. Number 10 on the list is probably the most important, is traffic. My goodness, I've been telling you all about the growth that we've experiencing here, and it's been great, but at the same time, there is so much traffic. One, we just grew so quickly. A lot of the infrastructure of the streets, although well planned out, they were maybe only 2-lane streets. We need more than that in some areas. But when they add in these extra exits and everything, it's gonna span out the streets and everything that people can take to get home or wherever they're going in Queen Creek and Santan Valley. So I say traffic right now is kind of bad. I actually had some clients who loved Queen Creek. They wanted either Gilbert or Queen Creek, but then as we were connecting and trying to figure out an area when they were ready, they told me, no, we changed our mind. We don't want Queen Creek anymore because of the traffic. I like to warn people, it has kicked up more. You know, I've been living here now for several years. It's more than when we moved here, but at the same time, it's not that bad. I mean, I lived in California, the traffic was really bad. It did not move. It was awful. This moves, and I've got beautiful desert to look at, so it's not that bad. I have had so much fun hanging out with you and sharing with you these 10 things that you must know about Queen Creek. Some things are good, some things are bad, but at the end of the day, I just want you to be as informed as possible. So make sure that you check out my other videos. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and definitely reach out to me and my team. We're here to help you. We would love to guide you and help you figure out, is Queen Creek the right area or what areas? And we'll do that over a Zoom call. We'll get to know you better, and that way we can help guide you. So it's been fun. I'll see you soon. Bye.